Hey everyone, welcome back to our interview series with Richard Petty. We're here in Level Cross, North Carolina at Petty's Garage and the Petty Museum with Continental Tire to talk to the king himself, Richard Petty. Let's take a look. From your perspective and from your career, how important is a vehicle set of tires in racing?
Hey, it's where the rubber meets the road. I know everybody's heard that, but no matter how good the car is, how fast it is, what kind of springs you got in the car, what kind of driver you got, if the tires don't stick to the ground, you don't go anywhere. And you look at it that is. And if you watch races or go to the racetrack, you see some people kind of take off real fast with brand new tires, and then the other guys maybe take their tires a little easier, and by the end of the run, the guys that took off too fast are getting passed because these guys that conserve their tires, and so they make a long run. So it's so important to racing, but it's not just important to racing, it's important on the road. Same thing. Because you got to have a tire that, can stand dry weather or gravel on the road or when it rains, so you got to have a tire that is fairly good on all different kinds of circumstances. And so that's where Continental comes in. They've got some really good tires. Of course, they've got specialty tires too. They've got a little bit of everything for everybody.
Can you explain from your experience how tire technology in race tires has changed over the years?
Well, yeah, really, everything was bi-supply tires. And, then our tire company in racing decided to was going radial because everything on the street was going radial. So then they started developing a radial tire. And when they first developed it, it was so stiff, okay? It made the car not stick to the ground. In other words, the tires wasn't doing the job. So over a period of time, they've been able to take the radial tire and make it more flexible. So you can't really tell the difference between a radial and a regular tire now. So they've done a lot of improvement, and a lot of the improvement that come out of that racing stuff went into road tires. So it's kind of played, if this guy's doing it and it's working, I'm going to do it too. So that's the way it kind of works.
And I know there's a lot of, tire tracking technology too with, tracking how the tires have worn and stuff like that.
I know when I was growing up, if we had a set of tires that would go 7,000, 8,000 miles, you was tickled to death. Now it's 70,000, 80,000 miles before you even look at them.
Right.
That's how far they've come in the last 30 or 40 years on tires. And, the quietness of the tires, the ride quality of the tire, all that stuff is so much better than it used to be.
I did want to ask you too, do you have any interesting tire stories, either from your time as a driver or as a team owner?
I just know I blew a bunch of tires. Okay. I done one of those trick deals I was talking about a while ago. I took off too fast, too quick. And, it's the tire development in the racing deal was hand in hand with what they did on the road.
Right.
So we used to blow tires, and then they got them pretty well done now. You might puncture one, but as far as just wearing the thing out and blowing them, that's days that have kind of passed.
Right, yes, of course. And you used to do, from what I understand, you used to do tire tests. You had one that was sort of interesting at Talladega, if I heard correctly from someone?
Well, we ran a lot of tire tests back in the mid-'60s, around 64, 65. And then they came with what they call an inner liner, so that if you blew the outside tire, the car didn't go all the way down. And so it's testing at Daytona, and they had some sharp things down the back stretch. And they said, okay, go out there and, get up to speed and run over one and blow a tire. And just about the time I'd get ready to hit it, I'd turn. It was just an automatic thing. Don't run over nothing to blow a tire. And I think after a couple, 3 times, I finally got brave enough to hit one and blow a tire. And that really worked. And they still use that technology today.